Thank you for serving. The Middle East seems to be a hotbed for paranormal activity, especially jinn. Was staying in a retired 8-dorm building a few months back. Lots of weird shit going on. Not when I worked there. It was usually just who had the best handwriting. Which was just a working at Home Depot. It's not just a job title as a 2020 survival skill shirt. But we were a smaller volume store. If you're at a larger volume you'll get more corporate visits, so your signs would have to be perfect. No exceptions. So then why aren't they catching up with 1980 and printing the fucking? Perhaps some kind of movable type press like they had literally hundreds of years ago? Working at Home Depot, it's not just a job title as a 2020 survival skill shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. Tank top. V-neck. There's a lot of old artists that never made it big working shitty warehouse jobs and such. I met several of them in my time. I'm happy that at least some of them can do something. They can still show their talents instead of the working at Home Depot. It's not just a job title as a 2020 survival skill shirt. At my store it was a couple of older ladies that worked in special services. They told me I had good for a dude, so they had me write some signs. Dude, I fucked it up. It was bad, but my strokes all came out scratchy. Saw him again walking back inside about 4 minutes later. Later in the night I went down to get a flashlight. Same old guys who probably painted those perfect letters on the windows of their old mom and amp. Pop shops and barbers. Official working at Home Depot. It's not just a job title as a 2020 survival skill sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. I think that's why there are more instances of during the past ages. Prior to technology. I'd forgotten about that movie. I loved it. Well, I can't go anywhere. It looks like I'm watching that. Although I only have it on DVD. And I'm not sure I have any working at Home Depot. It's not just a job title as a 2020 survival skill shirt. When the Sharpie hits paper is a more satisfying noise than an erasable marker on a whiteboard emo. Does Home Depot actually train their merchandisers to write this way, or is there a specialist or something? Might be different for every store, but when I worked there a few years back, we had an older gentleman that I'm pretty sure was strictly hired to make these signs. Other products.